Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back here at the channel. Um, Thanks to my new subscribers. And if you're new here, it's free to subscribe and hit the like button for post notifications. Um, let's get right into it. So this is going to be an episode of Crypto Nation Reacts, and this is from the Altcoin Daily. And the title of this one is called "Bitcoin Price Can Hit 83K Tomorrow." And well, they said that about 18 hours ago. Then it says final chance. Yeah, me personally, I do believe that Bitcoin we could possibly hit about 80K sometime this weekend is very possible. So yeah, um, let's get right into it and see what they're talking about this episode. All right. By the way, like I said, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, post notifications. Let's get right onto it.
Really causing this right now. Money is pouring in from the sidelines.
I think Morgan today is really an example to show you that the market did not price in an election outcome. If it did, we'd be trading flat. I think it's real evidence that many investors, and this is something we could tell talking to our clients, de-risked ahead of an election because they thought there'd be a lot of social unrest, etc. And so I think money's being put to work, but in a way that reflects there's quite a lot of animal spirits in the sectors people are choosing.
So the big question is, what happens next? How does crypto finish the year? How does crypto look like in 2025? What's going to cause us to get here? What are Donald Trump's next big moves that will help this crypto industry move forward? Smart Money understands this. Two hugely important catalysts mentioned here.
Let's talk more about what's driving the crypto trade. Mackenzie, let's start with you. What does the crypto community think Donald Trump will do for them in a second term? And he was no friend of crypto some years ago.
That's true. And he had this complete about face. And so in the last 6 months, he's been making a whole lot of promises to the sector. And the big one here is that he plans to fire SEC Chair Gary Gensler. Now, he can't do that altogether, but he can unseat him from that chairman seat. And that's why you're seeing stocks like Coinbase and Robinhood on an absolute tear today. Coinbase is up 30%. Its CEO, Brian Armstrong, is $1.6 billion richer today. And that's because they've been fighting the SEC for over a year now. That's why they put $75 million into a pro-crypto PAC called Fairshake, which is one of the top spenders this cycle. Meanwhile, you have Robinhood. Now, they received a Wells notice from the SEC. Their stock is up 20% because, hey, they haven't been sued yet. And perhaps with a change of leadership at the top of the SEC, that lawsuit might not come to fruition. Another big promise from Trump on the campaign trail was that he'd be a big backer of the Bitcoin mining industry. And that's why you're seeing stocks up more than 20%. I'm looking at 22% up for Riot, CleanSpark. These are guys who've been meeting with Trump behind closed doors in Mar-a-Lago and also in Nashville, talking to him about how he plans to invest a lot of money in building out a more robust energy and transmission infrastructure. These are very big promises.
These guys suck up a lot of power.
Yeah. And so that kind of build out would be hugely instrumental to their business.
And what about this idea of creating a national sort of crypto reserve? What would the purpose of that be? And obviously it would be, I guess, good for crypto.
Yeah. So in July, Donald Trump talked about this idea of a national crypto stockpile, which is not quite the same thing as a strategic reserve. But what it would do is the $15 billion worth of Bitcoin that the government has amassed from these seizures as part of, criminal sting operations, it would keep that. And then anytime they have future operations, it would hold on to that. And so suddenly you have all of this Bitcoin being taken out of the supply because as of now, the U.S. Marshals Service will auction them off periodically. And when governments do that, like Germany did this summer, it auctioned off hundreds of billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. That was a boon to the price. Or not a boon, it did the exact opposite.
The exact opposite. It would sell, you were selling it.
Hey, we made USAA for homeowners who like being ready. That's why we have safety tips for things like fires, home security.
Real quick, I want to tell you about a way that you can start increasing your Bitcoin stack with everyday purchases. Look how much Bitcoin I've been earning. You can earn this too. Download the Fold app, linked in the description. Look, Fold is doing a massive promotion throughout this holiday shopping season. Fold has over 50 national brands of gift cards that give you Bitcoin rewards back when you buy from them. Like, look at all these. These are stores that I shop at anyway. 3.5% Bitcoin back in Airbnb, 5% back at Domino's. So many things for homeowners. 4% back at Lowe's, 3% back at Home Depot. Amazon. There's definitely something for everybody here. Use our link below to download this app. I've been stacking Bitcoin rewards at Fold for years. Grab some Uber Eats or DoorDash and start getting Bitcoin back on shopping that you're already doing. You can start earning Bitcoin back like this for everyday purchases. Download the Fold app, link in the description. Yes, Senator Cynthia Lummis reaffirms Bitcoin will become a national reserve asset following Trump's victory. Senator Lummis proposed the U.S. Treasury to acquire 1 million Bitcoin over 5 years. This strategic reserve aims to reduce national debt by half by 2045 and position the U.S. as a financial innovation leader.
We'll start with the 210,000 Bitcoin that President Trump just mentioned and pull it into a reserve stored in geographically diverse vaults. And that's only the beginning. Over 5 years, the United States will assemble 1 million Bitcoin, 5% of the world's supply.
Now, they can do this. This could be done since Donald Trump is the Bitcoin president and they have a Republican House and Senate. Like, this looks really possible right now. And if and when this happens, all of a sudden Bitcoin as a reserve asset is going to be on the world stage and other countries are going to want to do this too. Now, when it comes to the next SEC chair, at the moment, it seems like Commissioner Mark Yuda is favored as the next SEC chair. Gary Gensler is expected to resign before the end of his term, and Mark Yuda...
Yeah, Gensler, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Can't wait till Trump fire him. Why I think he's just going to retire. He's probably going to retire or take another position somewhere, most likely.
Is a strong contender. Mark Yuda is, of course, remembered for calling Gary Gensler out right to his face while he was in charge. I'll tell you, this is the kind of energy we need in that position.
Mark Yuda. Mark, it's great to have you this morning. Thanks for being here.
Well, it's great to be here.
What is the SEC doing regarding crypto?
Well, I think our policies and our approach for the last several years have been just really a disaster for the whole industry. We have been setting this policy through enforcement. We've done nothing to provide guidance on it. And as a result, this is being shaped by the courts. And different courts have ruled different ways. I think what this Wells notice is, and while I won't comment on the specifics of this litigation, the Wells, what has gone on is part of a broader frustration with the fact that we have not provided interpretive guidance as to what you can and cannot do. And if you are involved in some sort of securities offering, how you register, how you get regulated as a broker-dealer, how you get registered as an exchange.
So I don't think the market has truly priced in a crypto president yet. With the pro-crypto Senate, with the pro-crypto House, Mr. Wonderful here understands the impact of pro-policy on an industry like crypto.
First market I saw move was Bitcoin.
I'm sure there were moments last night that you were sort of as shocked as everyone else was that this is how this is really going. What went through your head? And then you start to see the markets surge and that immediate reaction.
First market I saw move was Bitcoin, actually, because it trades 24/7.
Yeah.
We started to see that just after midnight. And by the way, Aaron, I just always preface my comments. I don't shill for politicians. I shill for policy.
Right.
And so I'm looking for pro-business policy. So when I saw Bitcoin moving, a lot of that coming from Asia, those markets and the Middle East, those markets were already watching you probably and other outlets that they can feed there, deciding this county information is getting interesting, and Bitcoin was a huge winner.
Right. And Trump obviously has been a big supporter of Bitcoin.
Well, he's also supporting the policy around digital payment systems, so this is going to be a good sector for us.
So Bitcoin really is looking strong. I don't think we stay this low for long. I've been sending certain Bitcoin videos like this one to a lot of people saying, hey, You probably want to watch this. You probably want to get into crypto before 2025.
Bitcoin is going to the moon, as we say. It's going to the moon. I want America to be the nation that leads the way, and that's what's going to happen. No, you're going to be very happy with me.
Guys, make sure you subscribe to our channel. My name is Aaron at Altcoin Daily. See you tomorrow, my friends.
All right, that concludes that episode. Thanks for tuning in. Let's take a look at where Bitcoin is right now. All right, it kind of dipped a little bit back down to 75,000. So it got a new level of support at between 75 and 76,000. So that's pretty good. You know, Bitcoin got its new level of support. Ethereum is at 29. Okay, Ethereum is still holding over 2,900. But yeah, that's looking good. That concludes that episode of Crypto Nation Reacts, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button for post notifications. I'll see you guys. See you guys in the next one. Peace.